Okay, here is the prop shaft of my 2009 Mercedes E220 CDI w211 model. Now, I had a problem with a noise coming from under the car while I was driving at approximately 20 to 30 miles per hour. I was feeling a vibration coming through the floor. Now, it seemed to be 20-30 miles per hour while under load, going up a slight incline hill, vibrating under the floor. I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. People were saying it was possibly the gearbox the vibration was coming from. The car has done 218,000 miles. It's a UK car. Apart from that, it was driving perfect. Very reliable car, smooth, apart from the vibration, 20-30 miles per hour. Once I went onto the motorway, the vibration would disappear. I could do 70 miles per hour and it would be okay, just that initial speed. So, after checking a lot of bushes, and I even serviced the gearbox to make sure everything was okay and changed filters, and the vibration was still there. I changed some suspension components as well, and I eventually figured out what was wrong. As a matter of course, I seen a second-hand prop shaft for sale on eBay. It was only something like £60, so, and it looked in very good condition. So I just ordered it on eBay and got it delivered to the house. And when it arrived, it was far better condition than the one that was on my car. This is the one that was on my car. It looks a bit rusty, as you can see, and very worn. As I say, after 218,000 miles, it's, you know, it's served well. But the one I got delivered from eBay looked almost brand new. So this is my old one, and I'll show you what was wrong with it. This is mine. Right, this is the centre support. The rubber mounting centre support has completely gone. You can see it's ripped here, all the way around the other side as well. So that's probably when it was going under load, it was starting to flop around and it just wasn't doing it anymore. Yeah, it's completely split here, completely perished. So if you have a Mercedes that's vibrating, I'd advise you to check this, especially if it's done a lot of miles. It comes in two halves. To remove it was very easy, but you have to get the car up high. I've bought these big ramps. That helped. Seesaw ramps, got it well elevated up and took the prop shaft off. That helped me a lot. I've seen some videos on YouTube that you have to remove the exhaust. I didn't have to remove the exhaust. I don't know about maybe cars in USA, maybe bigger engines, 5 litres and stuff, and E500s, twin exhausts, maybe you have to remove them, but this is E220 CDI estate car. I didn't have to remove the exhaust. This is my W210 that's currently getting worked on. I have a car tilter in my garage. I'll show you, just to give you an idea what I had to do with this. My W211. As I say, this is my W210. The heat shield, I had to remove the heat shields and maybe push the exhaust out of the way a little bit. That was all, because the prop shaft is under the heat shield. There it's going from the diff there to under the heat shield. So just remove the silver heat shields, and that lets you get access to the prop shaft. Yeah, as I say, W211. And what happens here is, it comes in two halves. Obviously that goes into the splines, and you can see I'm marked with chalk. I just wanted to make sure I was putting it back on the way it came off, but as I say, I replaced it with another one anyway, so it didn't matter. And this, obviously, these wear as well. There's some slight lines on this, but they were okay. It's nothing. You can see some cracks here, but it's only surfaced. These go on here, obviously. And this here is the one that come off the prop shaft I got delivered, because as a matter of course, while I had it off, I went to Mercedes and bought another one of these. It's a full mount. It comes brand new. It's like light alloy, it's very light, yeah. And your bearing in the middle. As I say, this is the one that I bought off eBay. It came on the prop shaft from eBay. But while I had it off, I thought I might as well just... The rubber in this isn't worn. It's not cracked like this one here. It's not cracked like that. This one is actually okay, but I don't know how many miles it's done, so I replaced it. I think it was only £40 or something. It wasn't expensive. Yeah, so you get this, the rubber, this is the rubber, the rubber comes in the mount here, and then you just put your bearing in it, it pops in there. I see mine's done 218,000 miles, so as a matter of course. So I got a much better prop shaft from eBay, and I fitted a brand new one of these on it to make sure everything was okay. Within the first test drive, I noticed that everything was much better, tighter, quieter, no rumbling. I could feel the rumbling coming through the floor between, you know, that speed, and this has helped a great deal. So just in case you're thinking of doing this and you're getting the rumbling from, don't be too scared of it. The main thing is to get the car up high. If you're doing it, you're jacking the car up, get axle stands under it, put your wheels under it, make sure it's safe. And you know, before you disconnect anything, make sure, I'll give you a tip, make sure you put your car in neutral, put the key in ignition, make sure your car's in neutral. Because when you are loosening these prop shaft bolts, I'll show you some of them, what will happen is you'll be loosening the bolts. This is the bolts that come off. You'll be loosening the bolts. Some of them will be on the bottom, which are easy to get, but some of them are on the top near the floor of the car. They're very difficult to get into. So if your car is in neutral, your parking brake is off and it's up stance, you can turn the full shaft round to make it easier to get to the bolts. It's very difficult. That's a spline. Yep, so that's the top tip. Put the car in neutral and make sure you can turn the prop shaft round about to help you get access to all the bolts. This, it really does help. And when you get it off, get it on the ground like this. This separates, it just pulls out. There's no connection, no bolts. That just pulls out, pushes in. When you get it on the ground, it's difficult to see when it's on the car. I didn't see this crack when it was on the car. It was only when I got it off and got it on the ground I could see it's not visible on the car. Go to Mercedes and get yourself a new one of these. You get ones on eBay. I don't know if they're original or what, but they're not expensive from the Mercedes dealership, so it's worthwhile just getting an original one. As I say, my original one lasted 218,000 miles, so it was, you know, it's done the job well, served well. Yeah, so I hope this helps. Good luck, thanks for watching.